So let's go into what exactly happened with you and Benzino. Like, how did the situation start?
I think he had wrote something on Instagram or something. And in playing for him, me, I play a lot, you know what I'm saying? And 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 he got butt hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like he got butt hurt because I said something like, you know what I mean, yo, don't interview this nigga at the Red Roof or some shit. I forget what it was. I said for you not to interview him. I said, yo, Panda, don't interview this Red Roof sleeping motherfucker, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, in a playing form. And in midget fashion, he came at me with the midget heart. You know what I mean? The midget brave heart. I'll fuck your wife with my 3-inch filler. I'll make your wife fall in love with my 3 inches. And I said, oh my God. I said, look at this nigga. He disrespected me from the jump, talking that shit about fucking my wife. She don't want that little ass dick, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? And, won't have to stick your whole body in there, nigga, to make her feel something. But anyway, he wanted to be disrespectful and shit like that. So when I got at him, I said, look, what's up? Let's meet. Let's meet. Fuck that, all that talking. I don't do good with that shit. I said, now you crossing the line. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna see. I know Benzino how he deal with other people. He just gonna talk that shit to make it look for good at the time. You know what I mean? But he's not gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? And that was it. You know what I mean? I ain't paid too much attention to it. It was corny. And then he went back and forth for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not gonna, keep going back and forth with this little midget Mexican looking motherfucker. Like I said, I'm done.
I said from the beginning that him touching on anything else besides you, pause, like talking about you, that would have been okay. But the fact that he went and talked about your family or something like that was wrong from the beginning. That was a
Right.
low blow. Pause. Right. So
Yeah.
I felt like he shouldn't have done that. But don't you think that you was inviting a fight when you was like saying don't interview this Red Roof in, but because it's a sensitive topic that people be getting on him about
Right.
already.
I mean, it's sensitive. I guess it was sensitive because it was true. You feel me? Don't you think? Why would you be sensitive? Don't he does that? He does what I did a lot of time. You know what I mean? He invited a lot of people. Like he had that like invitational little slick shit he used to say. Then he do it. So now you fall to pieces because I do that in a playing fashion. So I guess he didn't like it, and I don't give a fuck if he ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? He showed the type of bitch he was. But you know what I mean? To me, I just still think he's entertaining. You know what I mean? I think he should really reconsider, and you know what I mean. You know, he should do like another Source magazine. You know what I'm saying? Like if he strategically like take his time, stop being mad at the world, and just think out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? He could probably do the Source to Failure, a different
Lou,
magazine.
come on, Lou. Come on, man.
Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Come
Like
on,
I'm just
man.
saying, like he has the potential to do something like that. Like you can't write a book called The Source to Failure. If he writes a book called The Source to Failure, you don't think people will buy that because it's going to be entertaining on how he failed the masses and how he failed and just fell apart and fell on his face? That shit gonna pick him back up. Am I talking crazy? You don't think that'll work if he says, you know what? I am a piece of shit. My daughter don't love me.
Lou,
I'm
hold
never
on,
gonna be
hold
shit.
on.
Yo, and he writes a book called The Source to Failure. That's a double entendre. Listen, and he does that shit and say, you know what I mean, and just puts it
You
all
ain't had
out
to
there.
bring his daughter in it. Come on, Lou. Come on, man. You didn't have to
Oh,
bring his daughter in
his
it.
daughter at least got talent. At least she got talent. Shout out to my baby too, man. You know what I mean? I fuck with her. She fuck with Big Lou and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to your daughter, Benzino. She fuck with Big Lou. I fuck with it too. That video with Bus was dope too. So shout
Now
out.
you know you played. Now you know you trying to get at him. Come on,
What?
Lou. All right. Well, you wanted to fight Benzino, right? I spoke to Zeno, and he was a little upset that I was telling people to get word to him that you wanted to fight him in celebrity boxing. He said you're a nobody, and nobody knows you besides the hood smokers and the panda chops, basically. Shout out to hood smokers, by the way. I actually spoke to the boxing guy too, Damon from Celebrity Boxing. And he said that at the time they were focused on getting 50 to box Zeno. And I told him straight up that that's not happening. 50 is not agreeing to any kind of boxing match. There's nothing in it for him besides like,
And what?
oh,
And what?
that's some
And
street
what the?
respect, basically,
Oh,
that he bit.
right. And not to cut you off. I'm sorry about that. But and what did 50 say? I'm not fighting Benzino. 50. He's a nobody. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? You feel what I'm saying? Like, but years ago when I signed with K Slay, they was all on my dick. You feel me? Because they knew I was that nigga coming, killing the game. So he know very well who I am. He know K Slay signed me. He was a dick rider, like he always been his whole life. Always trying to dick ride whatever was hot at the time. So when I was hot at the time, your little friend Benzino, you know what I'm saying, in midget fashion, was fucking rotting Big Lou's dick. So he knows very well who I am, but wanna act like he don't know. Like, no, you're the nobody now. You know what I'm saying? Eminem been destroy your career. You've been a nobody for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Your fucking has been. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter loved me more than you. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man.
Wait,
Stop it.
Lou, have you met Benzino in real life?
Who, Benzino?
Yeah.
Hell no, I ain't met that nigga. I wanted to meet him. If I could slap the shit out of him. Like I would have beat the marbles out his ass. Just for the disrespect of going, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if you want to talk about me, I got thick skin. You know what I'm saying? I survived in this game. Thick skin. But don't bring none of my family in this shit. You know what I mean? And he crossed the line bringing my family in it.
So is
So
that the
I
reason
can't fuck
why
with a
you're
nigga.
talking about his daughter now? Like, would you have not
No,
crossed that boundary before?
I'm not talking about his daughter. I like his daughter. She's the only talent of the Benzino blood left. Like he never had no talent. And him knowing that he never had no talent, you jealous of your fucking daughter, but you want to fucking ask her for money because you failed and you want to try and kickstart your career. That's no career. You need to just do a podcast. He can make money podcasting and shit like that, but he don't know how to stay with one joint. You should have stuck with Vlad or something. Make a couple dollars or something.
Well, they were
Do
supposed to do
something.
a podcast on Vlad, but then I don't know. He started having issues with Vlad again. I don't know what happened exactly.
Exactly because he burned bridges wherever he go. That's Benzino form. That's that midget form. You know what I mean? He burned bridges wherever he go. You know what I mean? But like I said, I want to talk about his daughter. His daughter is talented. I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I know she fuck with me. So it's like, the
How you know
video
that?
with Bus, I know she fuck with me, bro. Slid in the DMs.
No, you didn't. Come on, man. Stop. You really trying to get him angry now? Come on, Lou.
He
Nah,
been
man.
angry because he ain't get invited to the wedding. He
No,
didn't
that
get
was the baby
invited to the
shower.
wedding. But baby, he didn't. He's not even a grandpapa.
Lou, come on, man. This is going a little too much, man. It's going a little too far now. But
Fuck that nigga.
I would have liked to see you guys in the ring, though. I think that would have been a good matchup.
That would have not been a good matchup. Because you know why? Because I would have listen.
Well, you seen that he was already on celebrity boxing, though. I mean, he got
I saw him.
experience.
He ain't got no damn experience. He pushed the white boy to the floor. That shit was fixed. He pushed him. He down there fell on top of him. His weak ass legs. He was walking into the middle of the motherfucking like he had a cane. I said, this nigga, I never seen nobody walk like they was having a cane and didn't have a cane. It was like the boxing gloves was too heavy. He was motherfucking trying to keep him up and shit. Then when the
Lou,
boy came up to him, he swung and fell
Lou,
on
come
top of
on,
the.
man.
Come on, man. The nigga looked like an old man fighting. That nigga, you can tell he can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, he talk all that shit. Oh, you fat, you out of shape. And I bet you this fat motherfucker is gonna knock your fucking ass out in like 2.2 seconds. I fought my whole life. I'm a fighter. I know how to fight, nigga. So you could tell he just can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't nobody. Come on, man. Benzino is a fucking clown. He's not gonna. That's why he didn't want to fight. I was the one that wanted to fight him. I said, let's fight. Let's fight. Then we could be friends.